So currently at work. The time is just around 9 a.m. So work has not really started. You can just see we are computers everywhere. I just really want to record this video before like the real work actually starts. Before they come and start looking for me. I feel like there are three habits men should be doing every single day to succeed. In my humble opinion, the first habit men should be doing every single day is making content. And let me explain. Not just necessarily making content, but just having a skill or a goal or a project, something like that the person is working towards. But the reason why I said making content is these days content creation is like the big thing. It's not necessarily a big thing. Like it kind of is, because owning a personal brand is just like one of the best business models out there. They have 50 million different skills or business models or hustles or whatever you can do. But owning a personal brand is definitely one of the best ones. And the whole idea being that you grow an audience of people that actually like you. People usually think it's just about the numbers, just have a lot of followers or a lot of subscribers. And of course, numbers do matter. I'm not going to say like they don't, they definitely matter. But what is more important than numbers is these people actually caring about you. You don't just want numbers, you want a group of people that actually genuinely care about you, that when you tell them do this thing, they're actually going to do it, that they are willing to sacrifice for you. So the idea is you want to kind of learn something, so you don't have to want to learn like something like a skill or just like a form of solution to a problem that you know how to do. So you could either learn something like an actual skill, like copywriting or programming or sales or something like that, or you could even learn more like these soft skills, because it's stuff like avoiding procrastination. Like maybe you used to procrastinate a lot and you stopped procrastinating, so you teach that to people. Maybe you used to watch porn and jerk off and you finally quit that bad habit. You teach that to people. Maybe you used to be very shy and you were not confident, you couldn't express yourself, you're socially awkward and stuff, but you finally overcome that. You teach that to people. So it does not necessarily have to be like a tangible hard skill like they call it, but if you can learn a hard skill, that's kind of better. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like that. So after you learn this skill, you get the solution to this problem. The idea is you now want to teach it to this your audience, and it's part of the reason why the audience is following you. The first reason they'll be following is just because of you. They love your story, they love your journey. The other reason why they'll be following you is because you have the solution to their problem. So now you now want to, when you grow this audience of people that actually like and care about you, you now want to teach them this skill you have learned, and you charge them money to learn it. So you create a community or a course or this or this or this. So, and you just like that basically is the business model, just in very simple terms. And I'm already doing it, I make all these videos and stuff, but I'm definitely not successful yet, but you get the point. And the reason why I feel like it's one of the best, because think about it, pretty much every single famous successful person, okay, maybe not every single one of them, but many of these big names you look up to that tell you agency or copywriting of this, they are still doing this. Like someone like Andrew Tate, for example, in Magaji, let's say Magaji learned how to do the agency, blah blah blah, became very good at it, grew an audience of people that likes and trust him and actually want to learn the agency stuff, and sells them his Easy Educate, he calls it, or Agency Navigator, whatever, sells it to them, and that's how he makes most of his money now. I think he has not shut down his agency since like 2022 or something. So imagine that he makes like majority of his money from teaching people how to do the agency. And another reason why I feel like personal brand is also good is like your day-to-day life, you make content. You might not necessarily think you make content because you'll be like, oh, I'm not a YouTuber, a content creator or whatever, but you actually do. When you speak to your friend, you tell your friend about the story of some girl that you dated, and this girl wanted you to impregnate her on the first day. Like, it's that kind of crazy story. You tell it to your friend casually, you and your best friend talk about it, and people casually laugh about it. But still, that similar to that type of story, still on YouTube, there are people that make channels dedicated to telling stories like that. So you kind of already do this stuff. Or like me and my brother, for example, like to talk about success, making money, mindsets and stuff like that. And still on that same thing we'll talk about on YouTube, people still talk about it. So it's like in your day-to-day life, you make content, but you just don't put it out on the internet. Like you just make the content for one person, which is just maybe your brother or your friend or your girlfriend or whatever. You don't make it for hundreds or thousands of people. And I will notice, I will want to like recently, like I want to join Twitter now, and even though I don't really use the platform, I don't care too much. The reason why I thought about it is like I journal a lot. If you have been following this channel for a while now, you know that I like to journal a lot. I just thought about it, probably till the day I will die, or at least till the very long foreseeable future, I'm going to keep journaling. So why don't I just make these journals public? I'm not necessarily, of course, not just like putting your whole life out there. If you use your brain and exclude like sensitive information and stuff. But like journaling is something I do, like whether I put it out or not, I'm always going to be writing. So if you just put it out for people to see and people to benefit from all these things, I'm going to write to myself. You know, like what harm does it do? So we have all seen AI, and AI is crazy. AI is getting crazier each day. And you have seen how powerful it is now that just at the beginning stage. Imagine what it would be like 5 years, 10 years down the line. But the reason why I still feel personal brand is still useful is because just think about it, like the make money online space and all the finance gurus and everything. I won't just YouTube in general, just the internet in general. Like it's so, will I say, polluted now with people that are just trying to make money quick, and there's just so many gurus everywhere that it's hard to just see genuine and authentic content and stuff and see the way people are actually craving. Like I have another channel, I think I've mentioned it a couple of times on this channel. I have another channel. That channel I just basically see it as like an online diary, like video diary. I just put my phone down, say whatever the fuck I feel like saying, and upload it. Like there's no thoughts to it, no like I'm not trying to grow, I'm not trying to monetize, I'm not trying to come up with content ideas and stuff. And the crazy part, that channel, even though like it's just at 30 subscribers now, and that's the crazy part, people actually watch those videos, people subscribe. Like I'll just literally make a video of me saying I had a bad day, and people will watch it and actually enjoy it. And it made me realize that there's demand for authentic content. There's demand for people just wanting to just see somebody talk like this. And that channel is one kind of growing faster than this my main channel. Like this my main channel, I put in thoughts, put in effort, I write the scripts, do the thumbnails, this, that one. I do none of that. I just place my phone down, see whatever I feel like saying, I'll do it. And yet the videos kind of do better than these ones. So the reason why I still feel like personal brand is good is like, imagine in the future AI, first of all, look at this picture. This person you're seeing now is not a real person. That person was generated by AI. I think it's like she's supposed to be like a model or something. That person was generated by AI. That person is not real. So in the future there are going to be a lot more people like that, so a lot more AIs like that. And I feel like people, and they will oversaturate the space as well, oversaturate everywhere. You know, now it's not really a thing, it's just like this upcoming thing, but eventually in the future it's oversaturate everything. And people will start to crave like the authentic, just wanting to see like a human make content and stuff. But at the same time, there's also this like conspiracy or this scary part of it that you are basically putting out content, that's just like data about yourself for AI to take and use to create almost like a clone or a fraud. Because when you're uploading all these videos and pictures, you're giving them like resources to basically build like a digital clone of you, and they can use that clone to scam or do whatever. So it's just like, it's all conspiracy. AI is still like this crazy weird thing nobody really knows anything about. So I just feel like in the future, personal brands will become more like, people will want to watch more humans more than just watching bots and AI models and stuff. So just my 2 cents, probably might not on what problem. I just feel like owning a personal brand is one of the best business models out there. And if you don't necessarily like being a YouTuber, or you don't want to have a personal brand or whatever, there are definitely a million other business models. There's copywriting, there's learning how to code. Those are one things I'm actually doing. I'm not learning how to code yet, but something I'll probably do in the future. No, I'm still learning copywriting. Looking into like networking, CCNA. I think it's Cisco Certified Network Associates. They connect like this building I'm in right now. Maybe there's a printer at that side and there's a computer there, and they want to print something from the computer at the other room. You send it to the printer. That process of this traveling is like network engineers and all that. So I'm still looking into that. I'm looking into copywriting, looking into like all this type of stuff. And the reason why I know the best way, yes, is to just stick to one thing. That's like the best thing you could do. Well, like I just thought about it. I'm young, and it doesn't cost you anything other than the extra 20 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day or 40 minutes a day you spend learning about this stuff. Like that's all it basically costs you, and I'm young. You might as well just learn it. So just the point I'm just trying to make is just have a form of business hustle, projects, mission, like something like a form of work, a form of skill, a form of career or progress, something I'm making progress towards. I feel like every single man should have something like that, and they should be working towards it every single day. Next habit that I feel like every single man should be doing is praying to God, or just getting closer to God. I wanted to say like maybe spirituality or something, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it anymore. Like all my life I grew up in a Christian home. I was born and raised in Nigeria, and if you live in Nigeria, if you're from Nigeria, you know that virtually everybody, or at least 90% of like households, they all go to church, they're all Christians. But because a lot of them go to church, I even feel like it's mostly our parents that were more spiritually inclined than Christians and stuff. The younger generations, most of us are just, many of us go to church, true, but many people are not actually Christians. Like, they just claim to be Christians because they were born and raised in a Christian home, but they don't actually live their day-to-day life like a Christian. So it's something I'm still a beginner to this as well, but it's something I'm looking more into, and I feel like every single man should do it. Like, yes, there are a million other religions out there, but to me, I believe Jesus Christ is like the only true God, like the real one. If you want to hate me, whatever, but that's what I believe in, and I feel like every single person should believe in. Like, read the Bible, pray to God. That's what I do. I'm still new to this, like I said, so I just try to, like, in my day-to-day life, I only read the Bible for like 8 minutes in total, and I pray to God for like 4 minutes in total. And that's the point. You don't necessarily have to start like 20 hours prayer or fasting and all that, and that, if you do it, it will definitely be beneficial. But I'm trying to look at it more in the long term. The way I even originally started it, I was praying to God 30 seconds and reading the Bible for 1 minute, literally. That's how I just started doing it, and I leveled it up till now. I do it for 2 minutes. I pray for 2 minutes and read the Bible for 4 minutes, but I do it both morning and night. That's why I said it was 8 minutes together. So that's what you can do, something like that too. Literally pray to God for 10 seconds. Close your eyes for 10 seconds and just say, God, I'm grateful for today. Thank you for another beautiful day. Thank you for life. I know I'm a sinner. I do stupid shit all the time. I've wronged you. I've fallen off the path. Have mercy, forgive me. As I go into today, let me succeed. Let me navigate through this world. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. That is a very simple, like, that's what you need to do. You don't need to go and climb a mountain and stuff. Just literally start from that, level 1. Just start from level 1. Then over time, when you start to get more used to that, you can now start climbing mountain and doing like 50 days prayer and fasting, whatever. But I feel like every single man should be religious. Every single man should be spiritual. Especially if you look at the way the world is going today, everything just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Like, I feel like if you are not holding on to God at these times, you are doing yourself a disservice. So it's just my own humble opinion. So I'm a Christian, so I'm supposed to preach the word to you technically. Give your life to Christ, bro. Third habit I feel like every single man should be doing is exercising. So just doing some form of workout. Like today, I did like my daily routine, even though I fall off it a lot. But that's another thing again. Just like a quick side target. I usually used to feel like I'm not consistent. Many of us feel like we're not consistent. But when you look at the bigger picture, I realize like, wow, I was actually consistent a lot. Like, because I fell off, I was pissed at myself. But I looked at the bigger picture that within like December and I wanted to say January, today is on February 2nd. Imagine how fucked up that is. Between December and now, like, maybe I didn't do push-ups every single day, but up to 60%, 50 to 60% of the time I did 40 push-ups every single day. Imagine how crazy that is. And yet I'll still feel like, oh, I'm not consistent. But anyways, I was doing my 40 push-ups again this morning, and my roommate saw me and he was like, oh, I'm doing push-ups and stuff. So I knew he could barely do 5, but it was what I just told him, that you don't necessarily have to start doing 40 like me. I won't feel like 40 is small. I'm aiming for like 100 every day. That's what I want to be doing. But you just have to do some form of physical exercise, and even walking as well. If you cannot do push-ups, you cannot do anything crazy. I know that was very unnecessary, but just walk around, like, just move your body. I feel like as a man, you need to be exercising, you need to be walking, you need to be moving. Like, that's why you have balls. That's why, if you notice, men are just biologically bigger than women, but stronger. We have more muscles than they do. Also, when you are young, you have so much energy to do a lot. Many of us don't even use it. We don't take advantage of it. Like, I'm 20 years old now, and like, you can literally work a whole day, do something crazy, some straight crazy strenuous work, go and sleep for maybe 3 hours, wake up the next day and you'll still be pretty much fine. Like, of course, you'll feel tired and drained, but you could still function properly. A 30-year-old might not be able to do that. I know men peak in their 30s and stuff, but most men that peak in their 30s, is only like if they have been maybe training for long and stuff. The average man by 30 is starting to get like pot's belly, starting to get bald. It's not as strong as it used to be. But as you're 20, you're 21, you're 22, you have so much energy, you have so much drive, you have so much, and many of us don't use this. We don't take advantage of this. You don't see what your body is capable of. You don't see the beauty of, like the beauty of being a man, the beauty of your hands. So I feel like you should be doing exercise every single day, and should be able to become stronger and just more manly in general. I almost completely forgot I was not at work. Nobody knows I'm here. This is like a like a class or something that people don't really come to. So that's why I'm able to record this video. But I feel like those are 3 habits every man should do. Of course, there are a million other habits everybody should be doing, but just in my humble opinion, I feel like everybody should have some form of business model or project or something they're working towards every single day. Be praying to God and exercising. Like, I feel like everybody should be doing that. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. Let me know which of these habits you are looking into implementing. To me, I'm already implementing pretty much all of them. But like I said, that's the point. You don't have to, like, to do the workouts, you don't have to do something crazy like, lift the heaviest weights and stuff. Literally start with 5 push-ups. To pray to God, literally pray to him for 10 seconds. To work on a business, you don't have to like buy gear and do all that. Like, just literally spend, like, record a 30 seconds video of you just talking, or if it's code, just write 1 line of code, or just watch a 10 minutes video about copywriting or sales or marketing or agency, whatever thing you are looking into. Like, basically just do basic simple stuff. Like, that's a lot better than sitting down and procrastinating and trying to, or doing like 3 hours today, then procrastinating on it for the next 2 weeks, and then another 4 hours for 3 days, then procrastinating on it for like 2 months again. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.